When I was in London, I finished Mahouka, which is the irregular magic high school, and my goodness, is it mid? It is one of the most mid shows I've ever watched. Like, what do I even say? Like, so first of all, the problems with Mahouka, first of all is okay, let's find where we need to go. Okay, right.
Stronger than I thought.
Okay, let's go here. But the one of the issues with Mahouka, first of all, is the story is very lackluster. The story feels incredibly lacking, incredibly it's very dragged out and feels very long and dragged out, first of all. Like all the arcs are just so long, longer than they need to be. Like the arcs, especially I get if it's a shonen, but like in this kind of show, the arcs do not need to be that long. And it's like by the time it hits, there's an arc that goes on for like 12, 13 episodes, and by the time it hits like 6 episodes, I've like lost interest because it's mostly dialogue and not really that much action. The ratio of dialogue to action, the dialogue outweighs the action so much. And secondly, as I said, it's just boring, the story, I feel. And secondly, the characters are not that great. The main problem with the characters are that Tatsuya, the protagonist, he's always stealing the spotlight, first of all. So none of the side characters get any chance to shine whatsoever. Secondly, Tatsuya's got a very boring personality. He has like there's almost nothing about him. Like I get that that's like part of his story. He's not supposed to have any
You did?
personality, but legit, he doesn't even like laugh or cry or anything in the show. So he is a bit of a badass at first. He does have his moments where he flexes, but that's about it. And the animation in the show is pretty good. The later seasons aren't as good animation wise, but the first season animated by Madhouse is fantastic. And the show has a fantastic OST as well. All of the songs are absolutely banging in the show. So I really like the OST. And yeah, the show is just overall, if I had to say, the show is just mid. It's just there's nothing special about it. They have this really cool, magic system, a technologically based magic system, but they do like absolutely nothing with it. The story's boring. There's no like real antagonists. Each arc is like some sort of terrorist organization or something, and it's just not that great. It's just not that exciting. And it's a shame because this show has gotten like 3 seasons over the course of 10 years, and yet it still has like the same problems. I will admit, I think the third season was the most interesting, followed by the movie, but it's like it's just boring like the whole time, especially the second season. I think the second season was like the most like because they had an arc that was going on for 13 episodes. Like I was losing interest. And even so, each time it's like the day is just saved by Tatsuya doing some grandiose spell. The idea is the Tatsuya and Miyuki, they're two siblings, and in this world of magic, and they enroll at a school. On the exam, Tatsuya scores badly, but on the entrance exam, Miyuki scores well. However, and so they get put in classes. Miyuki's in like the top class, Tatsuya's in the bottom class, and basically Tatsuya is the irregular because he's actually secretly talented at magic, which is why it's called the irregular at Magic High School. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend the show. I'd say try the first arc, which is the first 7 episodes of the first season. If you don't like it, then I would say don't bother continuing the show. I think the show is it's full of problems. and I think it doesn't deserve the hype. I don't think. I really don't think it's as good. It's got a good OST, some good animation, and some decent fights, but that's about it. It falls flat. It really falls flat with its story above all else.